Hi, Tony. This is Andre Coles from Amherst Reserve Digital, a digital marketing company located in Spring, Texas. I want to say thank you for taking the time to review this video. And the purpose of this video is to help you to understand the importance of sales engine optimization should you choose to build a website. Sales engine optimization may be a term, either sales engine optimization or SEO is a term you may have heard thrown around regarding websites. And what sales engine optimization means is how a website is designed so that it will show up in search results. As you can see on the screen here, we're looking at Google and I pulled up junk removal Spring, Texas. It's one thing to build a website. Any company can have a website, but it is good for a non-brand name company to have a website that is designed for sales engine optimization so that people can find the product and people can find the services that they're looking for. So for example, if Nike.com wants to set up sales engine optimization, it can. If it doesn't have to. Nike does not need sales engine optimization because Nike is a worldwide brand. If I'm looking for Nike sneakers, I can go to their website. If I don't like what I see, I can go to Adidas, I can go to Under Armour, I can go to New Balance, and I can look for sneakers. And I can also look for athletic wear. But if I'm looking for a plumber and I don't know any name brand plumbers, I can go to Google's website, type in plumber near me, Plumber Spring, Texas, and Google will give me a list of plumbers. Google does this with all businesses because Google has the information on every website. What Google does is it sends out its bots to every website, and those bots read through all of the information on every single website. And then Google uses that information to determine how to rank the results for what people are looking for. So again, if I search for a plumber in Spring, Texas, I'm going to see a list of plumbers in the area. Now, there could be 30 plumbers in the Spring, Texas area. The first page of search results are only going to show me 10. And the thing that those plumbers need to do is figure out how to get to that first page and then how to get to the number one spot. That is what sales engine optimization does. Search engine optimization does. It helps companies rank organically in search results. So as you can see here on this page, I typed in junk removal Spring, Texas, and the first result here, as you mentioned on the phone, this is a Google ad. This is an advertisement because it says sponsored. Second one here, sponsored again, Google, this is an ad. Third one, sponsored, this is an ad. When searching for something in Google, the first thing that they'll do is they will show you advertisements. Then they will come down to the map pack. And since Google has access to the router information for your server, for your computer or your Wi-Fi router, it can tell where you are. So for me, it knows that I'm in the Spring, Texas area. So it's showing all of these junk removal companies. And it also gives me a map, that's the map pack, and it gives me a list of some of the companies here, and I can type on or click on this button for more places. Now we come down to the actual, what we call organic search results. So these results, starting with number one, are organic, meaning that these are not paid. You can see results 1 through 9, and then we can click on page 2 results, 3, page 4, all the way to page 10. The thing is, companies want to make sure that they can show up on the first page and try to get as close to the number one result as possible. But to do that, a website needs to be designed for sales engine optimization. And so there are really 3 things that are needed for good search results in search engine optimization. And that is number 1, content, number 2, backlinks, number 3, citations. Now, contents have 2 phases to them. Number 1, Google wants to make sure that when it sends back a response, that it's giving a credible response. So in terms of credibility, any website that's going to be deemed credible by Google has to have at least 1,500 words on its homepage. And that's necessary because if a homepage only has 200-300 words versus others that don't, Google is not going to think that that website is as credible as others that have at least 1,500 words. So websites need to have at least 1,500 words on their homepage. They can have less words on their other pages, but the homepage needs to have 1,500 words. Now, the second part of content is something that we refer to as as keywords. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on another page. This is from a company called Ahrefs. Ahrefs searches all of Google's information and then sells that data for other companies like myself to figure out how to best utilize Google search engine. And so what we can see here is the result for BonkoJunko.com. If I go back to that first page, BonkoJunko was the second company that showed up for junk removal. And I can see from BonkoJunko that their homepage has 87, actually I need to switch this, go to the exact page. They have 34 keywords on their homepage. And those 34 keywords have brought in roughly 31 people within the last month. People who are looking specifically for whatever keyword is on their homepage, and the homepage popped up, that link for BonkoJunko popped up, and 31 people clicked on their website, which brought traffic to the website and potential business to their website. So it is important, and if I can show you real quick BonkoJunko's homepage, it's important that you see that there are keywords such as junk removal company, trash removal services, junk removal on a homepage, so that when people are searching for those keywords, Google knows that after reading through your company's website, those keywords are there, so Google's going to bring your website forward. But again, it all depends on the content, the backlinks, and the citations. So that's content. The second piece that I mentioned to you is backlinks. And we can see here that this website for BonkoJunko has 103 backlinks. A backlink is a situation where a different website has your website's address on their website. And that could be a website such as Facebook. It could be Yelp. It could be the Yellow Pages. It could be a local chamber of commerce. It could be any website that's credible that has your company's website on it, your web address on it. And what that does is it helps bring credibility to your website so that when Google is trying to quickly gather information for a search result, the more backlinks that your website has compared to competition, the more credible it will seem and the higher it will rank in the Google search results. And the third item that's needed, as I mentioned, is citations. This right here, ref domains or reference domains, this is a reference to a citation. And what a citation is when another website has your company's name, address, and phone number listed on its website. And what that does is it helps Google to see that there are other companies that are referencing your company. There are other websites that are referencing your company on their website. And the more you have that are credible, the higher that your company will be seen as credible in Google's eyes, and it will allow it to move to the top of search engine results. So again, I'm going to go back to the Google page. And as I mentioned, we can come down to the end and we'll see there's page 2, 3, 4, all the way up to page 10 of search results for junk removal company Spring, Texas. So I'm just going to click on page 6. And the reason why there are some companies here showing up on page 6 is because they do not have the number of keywords, they do not have the number of citations and the number of backlinks that these other ones have, specifically the top 3. So when you have a website built, you want to ensure that you've got the right content, not just pictures, but enough words, 1,500, and enough keywords that people are searching for. So I'm going to give you another example of keywords. Coming back to BonkoJunko, click on the 34 keywords. We'll sort by location and volume. And what this does is it's showing you the keywords that are on their website and the number of clicks those keywords have generated. So best junk removal near me, junk disposal services, junk removers near me, the Woodlands trash pickup, junk removal Harris County, dumpster rental. These words are woven into their website so that when people are searching for these specific items, their website is flagged for them and will be brought up by Google. Now, I want to show you what some of these other companies look like. So 1-800-junk.com, this is a specific page that they have for trash removal in Spring, Texas, or junk removal in Spring, Texas. You can see they have 8 keywords on this page. They have 1 citation, 1 backlink. But if I were to take a look at just their main page, you will see that they have 46,000 backlinks, 3,600 references or citations, 46,000 keywords. This is not something that you would need to mimic because 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com is a nationwide organization. The same thing goes for Firehawk's Junk Removal. They have 6 keywords for junk removal in Spring, Texas. They have 0 reference domains or citations. They have 0 backlinks. But if I go to their main page, I can see that they have more backlinks and more citations. But that's not something that you would need to worry about because this is another national organization. So what you would need to do if you want to build a website is to make sure that it is designed for search engine optimization so that you can have your company appear for results for the organic keywords for the cities where you want to serve. It could be Houston, it could be the Woodlands, could be Spring. I saw on your Facebook page that you go to Tomball, that you do Conroe, Magnolia. And so the real question for you would be, where do you want your business to grow so that pages can be designed to have all of this information on there? So as I said, I'm going to try to keep this to 10 minutes and we're now at 11. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call or send me an email. What I will do is include my email address and my phone number in the email that I'm going to send to you. And if you'd like to discuss further, as I mentioned, the next step would be having a deep dive conversation where I get to learn more about your business to determine what would really be needed for a website for you besides just the homepage. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful evening.